K4YZ Ham Radio. Please like and subscribe.
App, as people put it, to log for POTA. So there's some test stuff in here. To be transparent, I don't use Hamrs on my computer at all. I carry a laptop with me every time I go to a park, and I use an iPad when I hunt on my radio behind me. So what the Windows version was the easiest way to make this video, and it's the same thing. In the settings, when you set it up, I'm set up to look up stuff on QRZ. There's another option in there as well, but I pay for QRZ, so I connected myself to that during the setup process. There is an expanded mode. What that does is if you create a new logbook, call it test and Parks on the Air, it gives you your state, your county, your grid, and all that. This area is just a little bit bigger than if you didn't have it. So there's several ways to do this, to log, and I'm not saying this is the best way to log for Parks on the Air or for anything else. There's a ton of different programs out there, and I've tried a bunch of them. But this one has become one that works the best for me. So I'm sticking with it. And I'll tell you why. Because I carry a small iPad Mini 6 in my car with me with a Bluetooth keyboard. And I do everything with that. And this Hamrs app makes it so much easier. So let me tell you what I do. When I do a new logbook, let's say I'm at my local park. I do my call sign, K4YZI, at my local park that I've done over 2,000 times is Kilo 1928, and then do a dash and you do 2023-0216 for today's date, and then I select Parks on the Air, and now I'm on my way, and I'm already pre-named. So when I'm done with this, when I download it or I save it, all I have to do is drag it over to Parks on the Air's uploader, and I'm done with my log, and I'll show you that. So what I do is I go to the POTA spots page, I select single sideband, because that's pretty much all I do. And this is kind of weird because you go to the bottom for the most recent. See, a minute ago, and then 2 minutes ago, 4 minutes ago. So the top is not the newest. You always go down to the bottom. I'm not sure why it is. But let's say that I'm making contacts or I'm hunting park to parks, and I talk to this guy and click copy. It'll transfer all his information, and I can save it. And then I can go back down here and say I want another park to park. I can copy this guy, click save, and I don't have to type anything. It just automatically populates it for me. And POTA doesn't care if it's 5.9 both ways or not. Now I give true reports on the radio, but I don't care in this app. It automatically copies what frequency they're on and so forth. And now, let's say I've gotten all the park to parks I can get. Then I'm start my own at let's say 14313. My power is 100 watts. My park is Kilo 1928. I don't have a club call sign, and my county in Florida is Pasco. And now people start calling me. So the infamous Mike calls me and fills in his information, and I click save. And then my friend down the street calls me, and I click save. And my other friend calls me, and I click save, and I'm just plugging away. QRZ does everything for me as far as the name and so forth and so on, and the program records the mode, the band, the frequency, the park to park, if it is one. And let's say you have a park to park that is in two parks. Just use a comma, Kilo 1928. See if it lets me do that, since I say I'm in 1928. And you save it, and it'll create two entries, right here and right here, for the two different parks. So as a hunter, you get credit for both. As an activator, you get credit for both. So that's the short of how Hamrs works. The beauty of this is if you go to logbooks when you're done, and we're on this one, I can just export my ADIF file to my downloads. Now on my iPad, I load it to my files, and I have in my files on my iPad, I have a folder called Ham, and I load it to there. So I save it, see if it makes me overwrite. Say yes, just for the sake of things. Now I can go to Parks on the Air, go to the PhotoSpot page. I'm logged in. Go to my log uploader. Click that, and I can just drag it in. And then I would click this box and this box, and click upload for file validation. Now, obviously, I'm not going to do that because I'm just making this logbook up for the sake of this video. So I'm going to go ahead and close that so I don't make a mistake. And then the other thing I can do at the same time is I can go to QRZ. I can import an ADIF file, choose my file, and I don't have to make any changes to it, and I can import that same thing to QRZ. So I don't know about other logging programs if you can drag that ADIF file like that into them, but QRZ makes it easy, and Hamrs makes it easy to load it right to POTA. So when I'm sitting at my setup at a park and I'm done, and I say I'm going QRT, the first thing I do is I export the ADIF file to a file on my iPad, and then on my iPad I open up Parks on the Air and I log in the PhotoSpots page and I load the log. So before I ever leave the park, my log is loaded, and that's what I do. So that's the short and sweet of how I log. I hope that if you see me on the spotting page, K4YZI, that you try to give me some contacts. I'm starting to do some, I did a lot of 20 meter and 40 meter, and now I'm trying to segue into some of the other bands. And I'm doing a lot of hunting from home on those other bands just to try to fill in some of the blanks on my page. And if you live in Alaska or Hawaii, please send me a message with your call sign so I can add you to my ham tracker thing, so I know when you're trying to activate from Alaska or Hawaii. And for some reason, I still need Wyoming. I can't seem to catch anybody in Wyoming. Those are the last three I need to get my worked all states for Parks on the Air. So again, thanks for watching. Please please click the like and subscribe button, or the bell, or whatever is your fancy. I'm a struggling YouTube channel, and I decided that I'm going to give this some more effort and try to make it a better channel. And this channel is all about my experiences as I grow in ham radio. So I welcome any critique or advice, and that's it. So thanks for watching, everybody, and 7-3.